Okay, this is a development drill that we do to really work on penetrate and kick, the development of our ball handling, and moving without the basketball. We call it our chase series, and the key skills that we're working on is the ball handling and passing of the person that's starting out with the ball, moving without the ball together. One of the things that we talk about is that a penetration changes everything for their teammates as well as for the person with the basketball. So if this person starts with the basketball and they're driving down to the front court, it should cause a chain reaction with these people as well. So moving without the ball. And then what's next? We all know that we can draw up plays as coaches, but teaching our players to make plays within that, that's really the attitude that we're taking with this particular drill. So there's 3 parts of our series in our chase drill. When I say G here, we use guys, and you might have a JV team that could come in and play against your team or just play against each other. You can just flip it back and forth. But this person's staying behind the play. These people all have defenders on them. So these are their defenders. The first part about the series is the ball handler has the advantage, but they're being chased by this player here. So coach can pass it ahead, or they can just start with the ball, and they're coming down with the basketball in a number situation, but this person is chasing them all out. We try to find the quickest guy we can to put as much pressure on the ball handler as possible, so they have to learn to handle the ball at maximum speeds and make decisions. So this person's coming down and they have to read. If this player comes to help and this player comes down, what does that mean for this offensive player moving so that they can be a better recipient of a pass? If this player helps, how does this person? Is it better for them to move deeper? Is it better for them to move up? Same thing here on this side. So whatever's happening, they're trying to make that decision on max speeds, and they mix up how they help and recover every time. So we're pretty much learning how to find the open player at a maximum speed in different reads every single time down the court. We usually say they have to get 6 out of 10. So if they're coming down 6 out of 10 times, they need to be able to convert in this number situation in order to avoid a consequence. Okay, the second part of this series just is very similar to the first, except now the guy is starting out in front. So let's say it'd be like you entered the ball in, the defense allowed you to enter the ball in for full court, but there's somebody picking him up, one-on-one. So do they want to just dribble the ball up with all that space and go into an offense? Maybe, but when you have all this space, we want our players to have the confidence that they can beat anybody and go make a decision in the front court. So we would have our guys matched up here again, and we can mix up which side has the open side of the floor, and we're just trying to beat this player, and just like the previous part, except now they have to beat the player to create a number situation where they have to rotate together to go ahead on the chase drill. So the guys starting out in front, they've got to beat them one-on-one. We tell our players that that decision has to be made right about the free throw line. They're going full speed. They either have to pull up right here for their own shot or pass, or if they get past this point, they're probably going all the way to the rack. What we'd like to do out of this is to make sure that these guys are rotating in different ways so that these players are constantly working to get the defender out of the passing lane. If this player helps, they can't stay still. They have to move with the ball handler to create an easier passing lane. Okay, the last part of this more is a controlled situation. The coach throws it up off of the glass, and they have to get an outlet. It could be either side. But if the ball comes off on this side, this player comes out, gets the outlet, and they come out and guard them here. Now they've got to beat them. But the trick is we don't want them just now going down the middle of the floor to create a numbers break. Now we want them to have to get to a proper spacing and then make an appropriate play. So if this player here, right now, the open side, they always go to the open side. We call that the operational area, where they have the most options for their passing lanes and driving lanes. So this player, when they caught it here, would take a couple dribbles towards the middle to keep the defense honest and to create both sides of the floor. Then they're coming here to this area, free throw line extended, where they have good angles going either direction. At that point, they'll be here and the guy will be in front with the basketball. They need to make a move to go to the glass. Sometimes we'll put the post player on the strong side, sometimes on the weak side. And they've got to go make a move at this point, and there's a chain reaction. We say you always need a flood below opposite the ball, and you always need a fill behind. So if they were to drive right here and beat their player, the post player would step up the lane towards the elbow. This player right here would fill behind the ball handler. This person right here would flood all the way down towards the baseline to create passing lanes depending on which two people commit to the basketball. So the big point of emphasis on this particular drill is getting to space, being aware of where all your teammates are, where the driving lanes are, and then going to make a play. Make two, commit to the basketball, and then everybody else plays off that ball handler. This is our chase series. Again, emphasizing ball handling and passing at full speed, moving without the basketball, reacting to the drive, and thinking about what's next. How do we make plays together?